Hey, let's play.
All over.
Da 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 da, wiener wiener, wiener wiener, wiener wiener.
Thrones, yeah. Game of Thrones, yeah.
Da da da.
Thrones, Game of fucking Thrones, Game of fucking Thrones, Game of fucking Thrones, yeah.
So here's
Game of fucking Thrones, Game of fucking Thrones, Game of fucking Thrones.
But here's the question, right? So the way that the titles work is that if you go there do you see the city in the titles, right?
Sort of.
So are we gonna go to the wall?
Well, so some of these places show up in every opening. Like, I think Winterfell's been burning for 3 seasons now, or something like
It's
that.
true.
For those also unclear, this is going to be full of spoilers, because I do not give a fuck at this point about Game of Thrones spoilers.
There's books, you guys.
If you've avoided them, teach me to do that. Because I don't know how to do that with the death metal version of the intro song is so much better than the normal song.
He's going to betray you. He's been talking about it in his garden. Sorry.
Betrayal Garden.
South Park, you guys.
We may just quote South Park the entire time, because they capture the spirit of that show all too well.
Oh, God. Pig! Can you kill it? This is like an Alfonso Cuarón movie.
A little bit. We can look around. Except we can't actually look around. We can't actually go back. We can't actually move quickly either.
I mean, he's been walking all day. He's tired. I know that feel.
Is he walking all day?
Oh, what's that? Look at the blood. Look at it.
Look at it.
Blood.
Is that how one should carry a broadsword?
Yes, actually, because they're too big to put on your hip.
Oh.
That's
It
an
is very
especially
large.
large broadsword, too. That's...
He's compensating for something.
No, they're ones that were made to cleave through rider and horse, or take the horse's head off in one swing.
Still compensating for
I
something.
don't disagree with you. They're beautiful swords if made correctly, though. It's a full piece of steel the entire way to the hilt. I think it's like technically a 3.5 hand sword or something strange like that.
Let's see if we can light that cart on fire, because all carts should be on fire.
That's fair. Really, like, the most suspicious thing here is probably that cart, and I can't interact with it. Really?
Yep.
Nope, we're just gonna go that way. Worst wall... Okay, yeah, that's a little bit more
Look,
suspicious.
a more suspicious cart.
Yeah, that's a pretty suspicious cart, you're right.
Da 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 da. Look at cart. Look at cart.
Oh, God.
Father's car.
Wait, what?
How do you recognize your specific father's cart?
It's got some sweet flame decals on it. Truck nuts. Oh, God. It's like actual bull nuts of the time period. They gotta rape that pig.
Just killing all the pigs. Hey guys.
He's pretty bad at the whole stealthy thing.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on.
Draw a sword.
Be a man, stand your
Fucking
ground.
do this. That's a really large
That's
sword.
not
I'm really
physically possible
concerned
to
about
draw
this.
either.
You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land.
Yeah!
Man talk!
Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
No, you
I
aren't.
reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Everybody wants your sword. It's just a big metaphor.
Yeah, but swords...
Square!
Well, swords are a big deal. There's this thing called Valerian steel. It's super amazing steel. Which is just the Game of Thrones way of saying Damascus steel. Which is also really cool, pretty steel.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah! HBO, bitches! Get him.
Yeah. We're not gonna win this.
Really?
I don't think so. Nope.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Yeah! That's a real weapon.
Oh.
Pitchfork or axe?
Pitchfork! Get him!
That's actually working better than I thought it would.
him!
Yeah! Next shot!
Game of Thrones! Game of Thrones! Game of Thrones! Game of Thrones!
We only say that once he murders someone.
Did that really work?
Was I
Oh!
supposed to press something? I didn't see it.
No,
Press X to knock it stabbed!
why did he use his tiny knife instead of his big
He
knife?
got it knocked out of his hand? I don't know.
Ah!
Ooh, nice.
Okay. He's kind of good at this.
Please.
Well, he's been on tour with the army for a little bit, so...
They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with
Show mercy.
Not a very Game of Thrones thing to do.
Thank you.
It's -2 Game of Thrones point, Lil.
I give no shits.
You were at 5
Do I
Game
look
of
like I
Thrones
give
points.
shits? I give no shits.
Fair.
Emmeth, I bothered. Wait, what?
I don't.
Why did we let... I don't want that asshole to go. I will not show mercy to that asshole. He exists so we can kill him later.
That was some weird running.
Father? Garrett.
Not actually your father.
Your sister.
Oh, no.
She hid.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's good.
Not
That's
raped. That's
better.
awesome.
Okay, me and your brains both went the same place.
Yeah. No rape, please. Thank you.
Seeing as this is a Game of Thrones game, I'm kind of waiting for there to be the press X to rape someone button.
That said, guys, if/when the rape stuff does happen, I will stop being funny, and I
Yeah.
apologize in advance for
Rape
it.
is not funny.
Rape is not funny.
I really.
I will just get super irate and
Yes.
probably will just go into full-on fourth wave feminist mode. And I don't apologize for that. In fact, to quote Garrett, fuck yo.
This game loads so good. Iron Wrath.
Yeah. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of
That's actually
Thrones.
some cool architecture. That's a good interpretation.
It's a little Lord of the Ringsy for me.
Yeah, so the North's always kind of Viking-y, and then you have the Greyjoys that are Vikings without ever being called Vikings. This is kind of a nice little, we are wood people. And for those curious what the hell ironwood is, it's wood that's strong like iron, if you didn't figure that goddamn silly detail out.
I was too late.
One of the weirdest...
Already dead.
Wow, sorry about that.
Wait, his sister's dead too?
I don't know.
Quickly.
That's gotta be a problem.
Our network. Look, it's an actual painting.
In a painting. Hey, bro, we heard you like paintings. So we put a painting in your painting.
In your
for you.
painting that
My
moves.
family. And for what?
Yeah.
My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Oh, so your sister is dead.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power.
Is she?
Unimaginable.
I-
Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
White Tree of Gondor.
It's not the White Tree of Gondor.
It is the White Tree of Gondor.
Indeed. But I should be able to save your leg.
What is he sewing?
Thanks for saving my leg, brah.
Justice
Yeah.
was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
I love.
Oh, great. Yay.
No, it's actually a real thing.
No, I know it is. It's just, oh,
Oh.
show it to me. That's so HBO. Oh, my God.
Hold X to seal the wound.
Oh, no.
Oh!
No.
They're putting the maggots in. They are putting the maggots in the wound. He's closing up the wound. It's over.
Lose the Lord of the
Oh,
House and
God.
the eldest son through such a despicable act of
This is why I
treachery
can't play
and
horror games, you guys.
It's true.
Thousands and hours have fallen in times such as this.
Oh,
the late Lord
God.
Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick.
What do we do now?
Serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Would he
What
have?
do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young,
I don't trust Lord's named
altogether
Ethan.
unprepared to lead.
Not a Lord name. Okay, so speaking of the bad Lord names of Game of Thrones, I read the books. I get that Ed is short for Ed Artens, or Ned is short for Ed Art.
Ed
somehow.
Stark.
But the fact was, it's like so you have Bolton, you have all these good fantasy names, and Ned. I'm like, really?
That's a good English name.
But when you have like Robert Baratheon, Tywin
Robert's
Lannister,
not much better.
it's better than Ned.
We're not supposed to tell him, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. There was nothing we could do.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
He needs to talk to his uncle, right? That's not his uncle. Is that his
I
uncle?
don't think so. It's a maester. No, it's not his uncle.
Lady Forrester.
Maesters wear the robes and have the weird chain thing. They're kind of the priests in the meta.
See if you can put
They
it
are
in
the
place
only
like
fantasy I know where like the priests, the religion keepers, and the only goddamn good doctors in the entire realm are the same thing. They like wander around being like, I'm an accountant and a priest and maybe kind of a doctor as well.
Look at the Lord's chair. Contemplate
I'm
sitting
going.
in the Lord's chair.
Foreshadowing, but probably not.
The white tree of Gondor.
It's the black tree of Gondor in this case. It's kind of carved. Let's see what's outside. Look out the window. Look at the window, my bad.
The Ironwood Grove.
What? Okay, so how do you cut ironwood if it's wood with the properties of iron? Like,
Maybe, can you cut iron with diamonds? Do you need like a diamond-tipped axe?
that's actually...
That's how you cut diamonds.
You cut diamonds with diamonds. Mm-hmm. Maybe. That actually makes more sense than I'm giving them credit for.
An ironwood shield.
the strongest wood in the known world.
I like how known's capitalized. That's actually a nice little touch they threw in there. Not sure why I like that as much as I do, but I do.
Well, it's just very
Seem to be
medieval.
Favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
Oh,
Rude!
really?
Maester Ortengren, look. I'll show you.
He's like, we're gonna take your leg, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, prove that he doesn't need his leg.
Also, a small point of
Mira.
a small point of conjecture when it comes to the Game of Thrones timeline stuff like that is the fact that like people survive medical treatment.
Look at Mira.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
They're gonna kill her.
Yeah, probably.
Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
So are you a Snow, maybe?
Never easy being the fourth-born son.
I'm waiting for one to just be like name and nothing else, like Grimace.
Give no shit. Yeah. Ugh.
Gregor the Good.
Talia.
One of my
Tyler
favorite
and
names
Ethan.
out there.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Not important enough to break them apart for name. Oh, Asher's a badass and you know it.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Yup!
Aw.
That's what happens to badasses in this franchise. They get exiled and come back later with like a painful murder vengeance.
Touch the bucket.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
How do you keep maggots? That's actually a fair question.
Healing herbs.
Oh, cloth does not look great in this engine.
I like the edges though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Take all the things.
Yeah. This jacket keeps cutting through
Because
the
video games have taught us that you can take people's shit right in front of them and they will not stop you.
There are a surprising number of games out there that turn you into just
No,
kleptomaniacs.
you see there? You're limping
And I love it.
Really?
Am I supposed to?
When we're done exploring, we're supposed to go see him.
Can I go over there? Nope. But I'm trying to explore. Like, okay, so as much as I'm not sure I actually ever shit talk LA Noire on the channel ever, but another game I played that was allegedly at the time a good game. Let's look at it. Let's be weird.
Let's have a moment.
Oh god, that's a look.
I ship it, you guys. Do you ship it? I ship it.
Should I show him the sword or should I talk to him?
No, this is a secret. We're only telling our uncle.
So do I show him the sword?
No.
I'll tell, but Lady
Oh,
Forrester.
time forced this.
Welcome home,
Okay.
Garrett. We're all relieved.
I didn't do
you
anything.
survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened.
That is a bad
true?
voice.
Your family.
I want him to be really emotionally raw and available. The anti Game of Thrones.
Oh, those eyes are bad.
Are they gonna make out? Are we gonna like avert our eyes and they make out?
No, I think the one thing maesters and priests have in common is they're not supposed to take lovers or something like that.
No, I meant Talia and Garrett.
Oh, I don't know.
Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure
Lady
Lady
Forrester doesn't look
Forrester
terrible.
would like to know,
He was saved my life.
ever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. but
He
did
fought
you
valiantly.
learn Anything?
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did.
Just what a
It was
widow
House
wants to
Forrester's
hear.
best.
What's his mommy, right? Not
No,
his-
that's not his
Oh.
mom.
For us.
No, it's Roderick's
Especially
mom.
Oh, I think you're right, yeah.
But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
He said
Any
only
last
tell his
words before
uncle.
Past.
Said he loved
He
you.
said you loved you.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs.
That's a big sword. You're right with the
Thank you.
overcome. It's bigger than his hand is.
Yeah.
My lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time.
That's not good.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
So,
This was our land.
watching this because I
They were
find
our
our main
people.
character's
Your family.
leather texture on his jacket so annoying. One of my friends.
I like the sweater
I do.
texture on this guy, though.
Yeah, it's not. It's called. That's chainmail.
Not with Ramsay Snow coming.
Thanks.
I've decided it's a sweater.
Fair enough. Sweater made of metal. Well, so one of my friends read these books before I did, and his comment, he's like, I like the franchise, but if I hear the phrase boil the hardened leather one more time, I might cut off my ears. Like, it's in the book to an astonishing amount.
They killed my family.
On Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise.
Maybe it is a sweater. You might be right.
It's a sweater.
Yeah.
In the north, everybody wears sweaters.
We have to be
Sweaters of the
Ramsay
North.
Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
No, it's
Garrett has
chainmail.
lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
Let's demand justice.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head. Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to
So,
be done?
House Bolton is one of the few kind of undeniably evil houses
He's just a boy.
in
barely old as
the
so.
Game of Thrones
He knows
universe.
nothing of how to lead.
But it's
He must
also
love this house,
one of the
and he needs
few
our help.
houses in the Game of
It's better
Thrones
if the Boltons
universe
have us bend
that I
the
think
knees
has
to
their
every other-
shit together enough to be like, no, we are survivors, and being evil is what gets by in this
The
land.
boy
And
was just defending himself. I'm
It
not
wasn't
faulting him
murder.
for what he did.
I only say the Boltons are genuinely evil because they literally flay people alive. Like, with all the messed up things every other house does, Bolton's like, no, we made the messed up thing we're famous for our symbol. Like, we are genuinely proud of it, man.
Duncan,
Where would I
the
go?
boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
Across the sea?
You're sending him to the wall. The
Oh!
boy's done nothing wrong. Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
Game of Thrones. Game of
It's the only
Thrones.
solution.
My place is here.
Now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who will defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want.
No,
I know
no, it
it's
is not.
difficult to understand. But you must
I'll
think
do.
of the
I won't put others at risk.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
You are playing the most moral in some regards Game of Thrones character possible.
That settles it.
Oh, that chair! It is glitching out in the background. That's great. Like, look at the background of every single one of these scenes. It's gonna blur.
Yeah, there's
through
like
it.
a little.
We
Yeah.
haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Like the fire. It's like we're underwater and fire.
So does this mean we get to fight like the ice zombies?
No, because we haven't done that in the show yet. Really, even.
Oh. I want to
not-
fight the ice zombies.
You watched the South Park episode. Literally that much talking about the South zombies, the snow zombies
God's
happens
willing, someday I will.
without much action.
But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle
I'll do
was a
what's
ranger
best.
with the Night's Watch,
I'll do what's best.
which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
Why would you twist that knife? Like
been
we're
waiting
being a
for
good
that
sport about
moment
the
to tell
bullshit
you.
you're putting us through. Why would you be like, good?
What?
The North Grove must not be lost.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Yeah, we did. We fulfilled our duties.
Right. It's not
What is the North Grove?
if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told
So
anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
The Maester
You need to
asked.
know the truth.
Maester Ortengren asked. But I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. I can't say anything.
really, wheeling and dealing in a
Just
Game
know
of
the
Thrones
North Grove
game.
may very
Wouldn't
well
see
be
that one
vital to the
coming.
future of this house.
Like this game is.
All this whisper. I hate. Okay, this is one of the things I hate about Game of Thrones is all the whispering in public.
Yeah.
Will help.
Nothing suspicious going on here. Those guys are obviously scheming something.
We're becoming
Obviously.
Rangers of the North, you guys.
We're not gonna
otherwise
make it.
known as Gondorian Rangers.
No.
What?
From eyes.
What? Nailed it.
No.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and
I'll serve
dignity
with
of the
honor.
house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
So, either I don't make it or I desert the wall super soon. Or the third option is this game is a bizarre path through all the major locations of the Game of Thrones
Well,
universe.
how far are we from? Oh, hey, it's your girl.
Is she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take it.
I don't wanna.
Take it.
I don't wanna.
Take it.
Damn it. I have so many items on me now.
Take my white tree of Gondor. It's a metaphor for my virginity.
Wow, that's bad render. Wow, that's great.
Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. Next time we see this place, gonna be burned to the ground. I almost guarantee it.
Probably.